Hi, this is an introduction to the Contacts tab, Smart Lists in the HighLevel or OmniHub account. So, um, couple menu items you can execute from the menu. Add a new contact, change a pipeline stage, then interesting, that wasn't grayed out. Because that should be grayed out. Because so like here, you can't take these actions until somebody to take the action on. But the key thing for this step is you can export your contact list, but you're going to have to select which contacts you're going to export, or you can import, and that takes you to. Okay, so here we go. So this is the import functionality. You can import contacts or opportunities or both. Tell it what you want, what you're going to import. You're going to drag your folder file in here. Um, yep, just follow through the modal. For this purposes for today, that's all I'm going to talk about. Okay, so here in the context list, and again, this was out. So if I select all, and I'm going to not select all, then have a couple different. There's the merge contacts. So I'm going to select which one is the master, but then I can select primary and alternate emails. So in this case, maybe I'm going to change this email to the primary and this phone number to the primary, but I'm going to keep this contact name. I can change which of the items I'm importing as the master equipment, as the master data when I merge these people. Okay. The things I can do, I can send a WhatsApp message, a text message, or an email to more than one person at a time. I can change the stage of a pipeline if they're an opportunity. I can add them to an automation, a workflow. I can add or remove tags. I can delete those contacts. I can send them a review request. And then the most important thing, so that's the functions you can do here. And then it's called a smart list. And the reason a smart list, so the default smart list is the smart list of all. But if I take my filters and I create a filter set of company name is not empty. And so that would be the the contacts who work for a company. Company name is not empty, and I can have ands and I can have ors to further refine it. And I can save this filter. So right now, none of these sample contacts have a company. So I have 0 contacts that fit that criteria. But I can save that as a smart list and say, the name. The reason it's a smart list is because it's dynamic. As soon as someone has the criteria added to their record that makes them fit the criteria of the smart list, then of that filter, then they automatically are immediately become part of that smart list. So character right here, let's change their contact information to add a business name. So we've added a business name. It should populate that as a company. Oh, in this account, I might not have company automation turned on. It now shows that contact as having a company. If I go over to companies, no records found. Okay. So there we go. So we do have 2 people with that contact. Okay. So I did that off camera because that wasn't the point of what I was trying to demonstrate. So what I'm demonstrating is I can now have the contacts who are associated with that smart list, whatever that smart list happens to be. I can just click on that smart list and I have that information. I could get the same effect by simply adding the column of, in this case, company. And I could get the exact same effect by then filtering, but if I add company and then sort it by, filter it by, add the company column and then filter it, sequence it by, is the company name filled out? I get that effect. But that's 3 or 4 steps when I could just make, if I'm getting that same filter list over and over again, I can just make myself a smart list that goes directly to it. That's the point of a smart list. All right. That was way down in the weeds of these other things, but the main thing I was demonstrating for today's purposes is export a contact list and then import a contact list. All right, so if you're going to export a contact list, that's literally select whichever records. Oh, wait, we want to go back to the smart list of all, select all 19, and then we can just export. Exports to a CSV. Thank you. Have a great day.